to
level.
start the remote camera, so it will be firing and doing its job as, sorry, remote picture camera that I have with me.
Excellent. So if Chris, if you mute your mic, I'll bring you into microphone audio. We'll have you on a slight studio delay here,
That
but
works.
your microphone
CBC
is
LA
online,
Flight,
and we
flight
should get a
pressure
little bit
and flight
of
level.
generator noise there. So Chris, you are on camera microphone now. And we hear a camera
Right.
going off. Chick,
There
chick,
is
chick,
some
chick.
generator noise next to me, yes, because of the light.
159,
Vehicle internal.
Hydraulic pressure at 4,000.
155,
Launch sequencer start.
$140,
FCS launch enable.
$137,
T-minus 90 seconds.
FCS
The
arm.
launch vehicle, payload, ground systems, and Eastern Range are go for launch.
$120,
FCS count started.
OCU's armed.
T-minus 1 minute,
Engine start box go.
Rock, report range status.
Range green.
50 seconds,
So we are about 35 seconds and counting.
Second stage LH2 secure at flight level.
30 seconds,
Status check.
Go Delta.
Go NROL 44.
$15 seconds,
Roll for ignition.
T-minus 10,
10,
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, main engine ignition, 3, 2, 1, 0, and liftoff. Liftoff, the United Launch Alliance Delta IV Heavy rocket carrying the NROL 44 mission for the National Reconnaissance Office.
On all three RCCA engines look good in full thrust mode. Now 15 seconds into flight, vehicles begun the pitch over maneuver. Body rate response look good.
You are hearing the voice of Patrick Moore providing launch vehicle ascent data.
25 seconds into flight, engine operating parameters continue to look good. Body rate responses look good. Now 30 seconds in. Standing by for core booster throttle down momentarily. And core booster has begun throttling down as expected. The partial thrust level, engine response looks good. Core booster has achieved partial thrust level as expected. Now 50 seconds into flight. Engine operating parameters continue to look good on all three engines. Now passing 1 minute into flight. Delta IV is now 4.3 miles in altitude, 5.8 miles downrange distance, traveling at 1,200 miles per hour. And at 1 minute 20 seconds into flight, vehicle is now passing through max Q, maximum dynamic pressure. Vehicle is also passing Mach 1. Delta IV is now supersonic. Engine operating parameters continue to look good on all three boosters. Port and starboard booster in the full thrust mode, core booster in the partial thrust mode. Body rates continue to look stable throughout the boost phase of flight. Telemetry quality has looked good throughout the boost phase. Now passing 1 minute 46 seconds into flight. And the second stage reaction control system is pressurizing to flight levels. System response looks good. Engine operating parameters on all three engines continue to look good. Body rates continue to look stable. Vehicle has now gone to closed loop guidance. Seeing some correction in the attitude as expected when vehicle switches over to closed loop guidance. Now 2 minutes, 37 seconds into flight, approximately 3 minutes remaining in boost phase of flight. And the Delta IV rocket now weighs just 1/2 of what it did at liftoff, burning propellant at a rate of almost 5,000 pounds per second. Body rates in roll, pitch, and yaw have nulled out nicely now after the closed loop guidance switchover. And vehicle is now passing Mach 5. Engine operating parameters continue to look good. Port and starboard boosters in the full thrust mode, core booster in the partial thrust mode. Vehicle body rates have damped out nicely now as the vehicle is continuing in the latter part of the boost phase. Approximately 30 seconds now remaining until port and starboard booster engines cut off. And approximately 2 minutes now remaining in the boost phase of flight. And standing by for strap-on engines throttle down. And strap-on engines have begun throttling down in preparation for engine cutoff. And port and starboard booster engines have cut off. And we've seen good indication of separation of the port and starboard boosters. Core booster is throttled back up to full thrust as expected. Engine response looks good. Now 4 minutes, 20 seconds into flight. And the upper stage liquid oxygen system has begun boost phase chill down sequence to begin thermal conditioning of the RL-10 engine. And approximately 1 minute now remaining until BECO. And upper stage fuel system has now begun boost phase chill down. Core engine continuing to look good in the full thrust mode. Engine operating parameters look nominal. Now passing 5 minutes into flight. And the Delta IV is now 71 miles in altitude, 360 miles downrange distance, traveling at 12,900 miles per hour. And approximately 10 seconds until core booster throttle down.
And he was tracking
And core boosters
the rocket, because we saw center core shut down there, didn't we, Chris?
We did indeed. I was seeing if we could see the ignition of the RL-10B, but I don't see it with my naked eye. Thomas, has it happened yet?
Well, so we've just got
Hello?
that really long delay on the United Launch Alliance stream. It's about 30 seconds behind in what we're seeing on the ULA stream.
But
So we're
yeah, we
just
have
being
confirmed
stage
upper
set.
stage ignition.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So that was just too weak for me to see here on the ground. But yes, you
Yes.
saw it. You saw the separation of the shutdown of that core stage engine, and that separation absolutely gorgeous. But here's where we're going to here's where we're going to come into that blackout, right, Thomas, where ULA is going to cut the audio and the
Right.
entire feed and everything because of the classified nature of this mission.
Yeah, and that's
Yes, the fairing, the payload fairing has jettisoned. We've confirmed that as well.
and that's about the time where United Launch Alliance starts to say, and this will be ending the broadcast for NROL 44 due to the classified nature of the nature of the payload, etc., etc.
Exactly. Exactly.
Um,
indeed. But Das, I have your favorite image because one of the neat things about this mission, it's classified, right? So the
Yep.
way we're going to know if it's a success or not is we will wait for the National Reconnaissance Office to tweet, or we will wait for Tori Bruno to tweet a string of 3 numbers. And Thomas, what is that number? Do you know what that number is that we're looking for today?
Oh God, I don't remember. I'd
Sorry,
have to go back.
I'm
It's
throwing you on the
100
spot.
something,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, basically, Tori Bruno, the CEO of ULA, confirms a successful launch by tweeting out the number of the successful launch that it is for ULA. And it's into the 3 digits now. So either we'll know from the NRO or we will know from Tori Bruno and ULA, basically saying mission success. But that will be many, many hours from now, given that this is a direct to geostationary orbit insertion flight today. And Doss, there's your favorite view, right?
Yes, that's what I switched to. We switched over to my personal favorite view on launch day. It is a pad, a rocket launch pad that no longer has a rocket on it. And
which is then rolled out of the way. And that building actually was rolled back earlier today, earlier this afternoon, as a matter of fact. But yes, pad stays and pad durations for the Delta IV Heavy are pretty long. This one is somewhat unusually long. This vehicle rolled out in November of last year.
It's been
on the
there
pad
for a year?
It's been there for 13 months, yes.
Wow.
Rolled out November of 2019, underwent its wet dress rehearsal in January of this year. And then from the moment of the wet dress rehearsal, what was interesting about that is that they did it a full half year before this mission was supposed to launch. It was originally targeted for the the summer time frame before moving into August, and then it just started hitting the multiple issues that it's had over and over again, including the 2 last second aborts at T-3 seconds in August after the engines had already lit, and then T-7 seconds in late September, about a month after the first abort, when a second abort occurred.